This is the proudful story of Ali Khamenei. He was a great leader. He was born in a beautiful country. The country is Iran. He was born in the city of Mashhad. The year was 1939. Mashhad is a very holy city. Millions of people visit it every year. They go there to pray. They go there to find peace. Ali grew up in this peaceful place. His family was not rich. They were very poor, but they were very happy. His father was a teacher. His father was a religious man. His name was Javad. Javad taught many students. He taught them about God. He taught them about life. Ali loved his father. He watched his father teach. He wanted to be like him. Ali had a good mother. Her name was Khadija. She was a kind woman. She was very strong. She took care of the house. The house was very small. It had only one room for the whole family. The house had a small yard. Sometimes it rained. The roof leaked water. They had to put bowls on the floor to catch the water. But they did not complain. They thanked God for everything. Khadija told Ali many stories. She told him stories about good people. She told him stories about brave heroes. Ali listened carefully. These stories made him strong. They taught him to be brave. Ali liked to read. He read many books. He read storybooks. He read poetry. He loved the beautiful poems of Iran. He memorized many poems. He also loved to learn. He went to a traditional school. It was called a maktab. He learned the alphabet there. He learned to read the Quran. The Quran is the holy book of Islam. Ali had a good voice. He read the Quran beautifully. People loved to hear him read. He also learned Arabic. He was a very smart boy. He finished his early lessons quickly. He was ready for bigger things. The path of learning. Ali grew older. He wanted to learn more. He went to a bigger school. He studied religion. He studied logic. He studied philosophy. He worked very hard. He woke up early every morning. He prayed before the sun came up. Then he opened his books. He studied until late at night. His eyes were tired, but his mind was hungry. He wanted to know the truth. He wanted to serve his people. Later, he moved to another city. The city was Qom. Qom is a famous city for students. Many great teachers lived there. The weather in Qom was very hot in the summer. It was very cold in the winter. The students lived in small rooms. They ate simple food. They ate bread and cheese. Sometimes they had tea. They did not care about fancy food. They only cared about knowledge. In Qom, Ali met a great man. His name was Ali Khameni. Khomeini was a brilliant teacher. He was very brave. He was very wise. Ali went to his classes. Khomeini did not just teach religion. He taught about justice. He taught that people must be free. He taught that leaders must be good. Ali listened to every word. He loved his teacher. Khomeini became his guide. Khomeini changed his life forever. The struggle for freedom. Iran had a king. He was called the Shah. The Shah was not a good king. He was very cruel. He took all the money. The people were poor. The Shah did not care about the people. The Shah had foreign friends. His best friend was America. America told the Shah what to do. America wanted the oil in Iran. Israel was also friends with the Shah. Israel and America worked together. They helped the Shah build a secret police force. The secret police was called Savak. Savak was very bad. They arrested people in the middle of the night. They hurt people. They put good people in dark prisons. Ali saw this. He knew it was wrong. He decided to speak out. He was a brave young man. He went to the mosques. He gave loud speeches. He told the people the truth. He said the Shah is bad. He said America is taking our wealth. He said Israel is doing bad things. The people listened to him. The young people loved him. They gathered around him to hear his brave words. The Shah grew angry. The secret police watched Ali. They followed him everywhere. One day, they arrested him. They took him away from his family. They put him in a small cell. The cell was cold. It was dark. They asked him many questions. They yelled at him. They hurt his body. But Ali did not cry. He did not beg. He prayed to God. He found deep peace in his prayers. He knew he was right. He knew the Shah was wrong. He went to prison many times. He spent a lot of time behind heavy iron bars, but his spirit was always free. The time in exile. The secret police could not break him, so they tried something else. They sent him far away. This is called exile. They sent him to a town called Iranshar. It is in the south of Iran. It is a very hot place. The sun is very strong. It is a very poor area. The Shah thought Ali would be sad there. The Shah thought the people would ignore him. The Shah wanted him to be forgotten. But the Shah was wrong. Ali loved the people of Iranshar. The people loved him back. They were the Baluch people. They were kind and warm. Ali helped them. He taught them. One day, a big flood came. The water destroyed many houses. The people had no food. They had no dry clothes. The government did not help. Ali stood up. He organized the young people. He sent messages to his friends in other cities. He asked for food. He asked for blankets. The trucks came. Ali gave the food to the poor. He worked in the thick mud. He worked in the dirty water. He smiled at the children. The people of Iranshar saw his pure heart. They saw a true leader. The exile did not stop him. It made him stronger. It made him a hero to the poor people. The great victory. The years passed. The people of Iran grew tired of the Shah. They wanted freedom. They wanted justice. Millions of people went into the streets. They marched together. They shouted for freedom. They shouted the name of Khomeini. The Shah used his army. The army shot at the people. Many people died. Their blood was on the streets, but the people did not run away. America tried to save the Shah. They sent weapons, but it was no use. The people were too strong. Their faith was too big. In the year 1979, the Shah ran away. He left Iran forever. Khomeini returned to Iran. The people cheered. It was a great victory. The Islamic Revolution was successful. A new government was born. Ali was very happy. His beloved teacher was back. His country was finally free. But there was much work to do. They had to build a new nation. Ali helped build the new government. He worked day and night. He talked to the workers. He talked to the farmers. He told them that Iran belongs to them now. The War of Defense. The enemies of Iran were angry. America was very angry. They lost their friend, the Shah. They wanted to destroy the new Iran. They told a bad dictator to attack Iran. The dictator was Saddam Hussein. He was the leader of Iraq. In 1980, Saddam attacked Iran. He sent big tanks. He sent fast planes. He dropped bombs on cities. He wanted to take the land. America helped Saddam. They gave him money. They gave him weapons. They gave him secret information. Other countries helped him too. Iran was alone, but Iran was brave. The young men of Iran went to the borders. They went to fight. They went to defend their homes. Ali did not stay in a safe office.
He put on a green military uniform. He went directly to the front war front. He went to the muddy trenches. He stood with the soldiers. The soldiers were surprised. They saw a great leader in the mud with them. Ali ate the same simple food. He prayed with them in the dirt. He gave them hope. He told them that God is with them. The soldiers fought bravely. They stopped the enemy. The war lasted for 8 long years. Iran did not lose any land. It was a very proud defense. The day of the bomb. In 1981, a terrible thing happened. It was a warm day in June. Ali was in Tehran. He went to a local mosque. It was called the Abu Zar Mosque. He went there to give a speech.
He loved talking to the regular people. He stood behind a wooden desk. A microphone was on the desk. There was also a tape recorder. It looked like a normal tape recorder, but it was not normal. Bad people put a hidden bomb inside it. They were terrorists. They hated Ali. They hated the revolution. Ali started to speak. The people listened closely. Suddenly, there was a loud noise. A spark came from the tape recorder. Then a massive explosion happened. The bomb tore through the wooden desk. The fire hit Ali. He fell to the ground. There was blood everywhere. The people screamed. They rushed to help him. They picked him up. They put him in a car. They drove very fast to the hospital. Ali was hurt very badly. His chest was damaged. His right arm was broken. The nerves in his right arm were completely destroyed. The doctors worked for many hours. They gave him a lot of blood. He was very close to death. The people of Iran prayed for him. They cried in the streets. They asked God to save him. God saved him. Ali opened his eyes. He was alive. But his right arm never worked again. He could not use his right hand to hold anything. He was paralyzed on that side. He became known as a living martyr. He had to learn how to write with his left hand. It was hard, but he never complained. He smiled. He thanked God for his life. This struggle made him even stronger. The president of the people. After he got better, the people chose him to be the president. He was a great president. He served 2 terms in office. He managed the economy. He made sure the people had bread to eat. He made sure the soldiers had bullets to fight. He traveled to other countries. He went to the United Nations in New York. He stood on the big world stage. He wore his traditional clothes. He was not afraid of the big powers. He gave a powerful speech. He spoke for all the poor countries in the world. He said no one should control another country. He said America should stop bullying the world. The world listened to him. They saw a brave man with a paralyzed arm. They saw a man of God. He made Iran proud. He made the whole Muslim world proud. Becoming the supreme leader. In 1989, a sad day came. The great teacher, Ruhollah Khomeini, passed away. The whole country cried. Millions of people went to his funeral. The nation was broken. They needed a new leader. They needed someone strong. They needed someone wise. The top leaders of Iran met together. They talked about who should lead. They all looked at Ali. They said he is the best man. He has the knowledge. He has the bravery. He has the pure heart. Ali did not want this job. He did not seek power. He liked a simple life. He cried when they chose him, but he knew it was his duty. He accepted the heavy burden. He became the supreme leader of Iran. He became the gentle guide for millions of people. A life of simplicity. He was the most powerful man in the country, but he did not change. He did not move to a big palace. He did not buy expensive cars. He lived in a simple house in Tehran. He walked on old carpets. He ate very little. His food was simple bread and cheese. Sometimes he had simple soup. He wore simple clothes. His cloak was old. His shoes were patched. He gave everything to the poor. He had a beautiful family. He taught his children to be humble. He told them they are no better than anyone else. He told them they must serve the people always. He worked very long hours. He woke up long before the sun. He read the Quran. He prayed in the quiet dark. Then he started his daily work. He read many reports. He met with leaders. He met with scientists. He loved science. He told the young people to study hard. He said Iran must build its own medicines. Iran must build its own satellites. Because of his support, Iran became very advanced in science. He loved books. He read hundreds of books. He read history. He read novels from all over the world. He wrote beautiful reviews on the margins of the pages. He invited young poets to his house. They sat on the floor together. They drank tea. They read poems aloud. He smiled. He laughed with them. He was a true father to the nation. Standing against the criminals. Ali was a man of peace, but he was also a man of strict justice. He saw many bad things in the world. He saw America bullying weak countries. He saw Israel taking the land of Palestine. Israel hurt the children of Palestine. Israel destroyed their small homes. This made Ali very sad. He spoke loudly against these crimes. He said America is a criminal. America drops bombs on innocent people. America starts wars everywhere. America only cares about money and power. He also said Israel is a criminal. Israel steals land. Israel kills innocent mothers and babies. He said this is the undeniable truth. The world must see the truth. America and Israel hated him for this. They wanted to shut his mouth. They wanted him to surrender. They put heavy sanctions on Iran. They tried to stop food and medicine from reaching Iran. They wanted to make the Iranian people suffer. They thought the people would turn against Ali. But they were smart. Ali talked directly to the people. He told them to be strong. He told them they can rely on themselves. He called it the resistance economy. The people listened. They worked harder. They grew their own food. The sanctions did not break Iran. Iran became stronger than ever. Ali also helped his friends abroad. He helped the brave people of Palestine. He gave them strong support. He told them to stand up for their rights. He helped the people of Lebanon. He helped the people of Yemen. He built a big alliance. It was called the Axis of Resistance. They all stood together against the bullies. America and Israel were very afraid of this. They knew they could not defeat Ali with words. They knew they could not defeat him with sanctions. So they chose a dark and evil path. The crime of February 2026. The year 2026 came. The world was very tense. America and Israel decided to start a big war. They wanted to destroy Iran. They were afraid of Iran's great strength. They were afraid of Ali's deep wisdom. It was February. The weather was cold in Tehran. Ali was an old man now. He was 86 years old. His beard was completely white. His face had many deep lines, but his eyes were still bright. His mind was still sharp. He stayed in his simple house. He did not run away. He did not hide in a deep bunker. He trusted entirely on God. On February 28, 2026, the criminals attacked. America gave the deadly weapons. Israel flew the warplanes. It was a joint crime. It was daytime. The sky was clear. Suddenly, the loud roar of jet engines filled the air. The planes dropped many bombs. They dropped heavy, destructive bombs. They aimed directly at Ali's home. The bombs hit the ground. The explosion was huge. The simple house was totally destroyed. Fire and thick smoke went up into the sky. The ground shook for miles. In this cruel and illegal attack, they killed him. They killed the supreme leader of Iran.
They killed an 86-year-old man in his own home. They also killed members of his family. They killed innocent people. This was a massive crime. It was against all the laws of the world. You can't just drop bombs on a country's leader. You can't illegally murder a head of state. But America and Israel did not care about the law. They proved they are real criminals. They proved they are dangerous bullies. They thought killing him would end the resistance. They thought Iran would fall to its knees and surrender. They were very wrong.
A nation in tears. The news spread quickly. The people of Iran heard the sad news. At first, they could not believe it. Then the harsh truth settled in. A deep, heavy sadness covered the entire country. The people poured into the streets. Millions of people came out. Women wore black chadors. They cried loudly. Men hit their chests in sorrow. Hot tears washed their faces. They lost their father. They lost their loving guide. The government announced many days of mourning. The whole nation stopped. The shops closed. The schools closed. The streets were filled with black flags. But there was also great anger. Amidst the tears, there was a hot fire. The people raised red flags. In their tradition, a red flag means revenge. It means the pure blood of the martyr will not be forgotten. It means the fight will absolutely continue. They shouted in the streets. They shouted, "Death to the criminals." They shouted against America. They shouted against Israel. The enemy thought they broke Iran, but they only made Iran much more united. The blood of the martyr made the strong tree of resistance grow even stronger. The long goodbye. Because of the war, they could not bury him right away. It was not safe. The skies were still very dangerous. So his body was kept with the utmost respect. He was kept safe in a cold place. The people waited patiently. They waited for long months. Finally, in July 2026, the time came. The war had paused. The great funeral began. It was a funeral like no other. It was the biggest funeral in the world. In Tehran, the capital city, millions gathered together. They went to the Grand Musalla. It is a huge prayer area. The summer sun was very hot, but no one cared about the heat. They wanted to say goodbye. His coffin was brought out. It was draped in the beautiful flag of Iran. His black turban sat proudly on top of the coffin. The black turban showed he was a direct descendant of the Prophet. The people saw the coffin and wept. The sound of their crying was like a roaring ocean. They reached out their hands. They wanted to touch the coffin. They threw bright flowers. The air smelled of rosewater and salty tears. Beside his coffin were other small coffins. They belonged to his family members. They were also killed in the illegal strike by the criminals. This broke the hearts of the people even more. They saw the true cruelty of the enemy. The long goodbye. The goodbye took many days. They carried his coffin slowly through the streets of Tehran. A giant sea of people followed it. Then they took him to other cities. They wanted all the people to say a final prayer. Finally, they brought him home. They brought him back to Mashhad. This was the city where he was born. This was the city where he played as a young boy. This was the city of the holy shrine of Imam Reza. He always loved Imam Reza. He always found quiet peace there. Now he returned as a great martyr. Millions of people in Mashhad waited for him. The wide streets were entirely black with mourning clothes. They carried him gently to the holy shrine. They prayed deeply over him. They gently placed his body in the earth. He was finally at rest. The story never ends. They killed his body, but they did not kill his spirit. America and Israel committed a terrible crime. They broke the international law. They showed their true evil face to the whole world, but they did not win. Ali Khamenei's story is a highly proudful story. It is the story of a poor boy from Mashhad. It is the story of a brave student in Qom. It is the story of a prisoner who stood up to a cruel Shah. It is the story of a hard-working president with a paralyzed arm. It is the story of a wise leader who protected his people for 36 long years. He built a very strong nation. He taught his people to be proud. He taught them to rely on themselves. He taught them to never bow down to foreign bullies. His words are still alive today. His teachings are still in the warm hearts of the youth. The resistance did not die on February 28th. It became totally immortal. The criminals thought they ended a chapter, but they only started a brand new one. The people of Iran will carry his flag. The people of Palestine will carry his hope. His memory will guide them in the dark times. Ali lived for God. He died for his people. He is a proud martyr. His name will shine in history forever. The criminals will be remembered only for their dark shame. The path of justice will continue. The proud story of Ali Khamenei will never, ever end.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.